yo, the like button. Devon. What it is, Nick? They can switch the damn. They always switching some shit up on here, man. Oh yeah. You know, and my biggest fan, yo. He loves it. He loves it over here, man. I think Aunt Glizzy watch every video. He my biggest supporter. He like a you know, they say a lot of your haters really just fans, man. They just don't know how to express it. You know, that's what Angle is. That's what Barber's son is, man. I'm ready changing to Keep It G News son. You know what I mean? That's what Keep It G News son is, man. You know, he don't really know how to support, a lot, you know how it is in our culture. We support somebody, niggas say you dick eating or dick riding, or you know what niggas say. So he don't want to fall under that category. He don't realize that, yo, you can just be a supporter, yo. You know what I mean? Appreciate all supporters, yo. You ain't gotta be nothing outside of that. So what he does is he just does it. He supports in a hating way. You know what I mean? He really loves me, man. Straight up. You know what I mean? But we gotta go back to that Durk paperwork. Hold on, let me get something to drink. Hold step. Huh? Almost full. Bitch, god damn it. Shit. My fucking knee on the goddamn couch. Shit. Oh, fuck. Damn. Bitch hurt like a mother. But yeah, I want to before we get to Durk, I want to big question Donald Trump about the Epstein shit. We ain't ever really get a chance to touch on that. The Democrats playing a dirty game, boy. I swear. They're like, man, fuck it. We can't get nothing. We're gonna start releasing. We're gonna start releasing Epstein files. Hey yo, politics, man. Tell y'all how dirty it is. Man, we're gonna release Epstein files then, straight up. Damn, y'all fucking bang my fucking knee. That shit hurt like a motherfucker.
Guys, stop getting ripped off by your car insurance company and check this out. Okay, are you ready? All right, so let's take a look. $178. That was my car insurance, my premium.
I care about your premium, bitch. Fuck your premium.
What's it Jeffrey Epstein made in his emails that he said you knew about the girls?
I know nothing about that. They were announced that a long time ago. It's really what did he mean when he spent all the time with Bill Clinton, with the president of Harvard, you know, Summers, Larry Summers, whatever his name is.
So he don't know nothing about the girls, man.
Jeffrey Epstein and I had a very bad relationship for many years. But he also saw strength because of his president. So he dictated a couple of memos to himself. You're going to find out what did he know.
Oh, they gotta give some better audio than this, man. Put the mic up to his mouth, man. Like the one lady did. Hit him in the face with it.
Bill Clinton, with respect to the head of Harvard, with respect to all of those people that are including J.P. Morgan Chase.
Sir,
Yeah,
if there's
Jennifer, go
nothing
ahead.
incriminating in the file,
Quiet.
Venezuela, sir, you've had a lot of meetings on Venezuela. I know you can't tell us what your next steps will be. But if you say, have you made up your mind on what you'd like to do as far as action?
I sort of made up my mind. I can't tell you what it would be, but I sort of made up my mind.
What do you say to some of your supporters who might not be excited about another foreign campaign?
Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, I can't tell you what it is, but we made a lot of progress with Venezuela in terms of stopping drugs from pouring in. But we have a Mexico problem. We have a Colombia problem. Meaning Colombia in the country. We're doing very well. Drugs coming into our country are greatly slowed, as you can imagine.
On the term for that, sir, does this significantly change your message for building?
Well, I just want to bring down some of the risk. For the most part, the foods, when we cut back a little bit of those tariffs, we get the price down. They're not competitive in this country. Like tomatoes and bananas and things, we don't make them in this country.
Another question on you after investigation today, the people associated with Epstein.
Yeah.
Like Reid Hoffman, major Democratic donor.
Right. The money the insurance companies are making. Hundreds of billions of dollars. Their stock is up over 1,000% over a relatively short period of time. What we're going to be doing, what I'm going to be recommending, not this, Obamacare is a disaster, far too expensive and lousy health care. We're going to give the money to the people to buy their own health care. And the kind of money that we give to the insurance companies is more than going to take care of it. People are going to be able to buy their own health insurance, and it's going to be great health care, and they're going to get paid by the government. The government will be doing, it will be one of the greatest deals this country's ever made. So instead of giving it to insurance companies, big, fat, bloated insurance companies, we're giving the money directly to the people to buy their own health care.
A lot of Americans buy it from insurance companies.
Some may, I mean, they'll be negotiating prices. It's really free enterprise. You can do it through an insurance company. You can also buy it direct. They have savings accounts. They have a lot of different ways of buying health insurance.
Another question on you after investigation today, the people associated with Epstein.
Yeah.
Like Reid Hoffman, major Democratic donor.
Right.
What impact do you hope that an investigation can have on next?
I don't know, but I heard they are appointing a U.S. attorney, and I hear a really good one to look into. I hear Southern District is going to be looking at Jay Clayton. And
Yeah,
he's
so
a great man,
Trump ready to get he trying to get Bill Clinton and all the Democrats investigated as to their connection with Epstein. He motherfucker try to pass the buck. Like, all right, fucking, you got me. But shit, I ain't going down alone. We always on that motherfucking island. That's what he trying to do now.
attorney, and he's a highly respected people in the country in terms of law and law enforcement. As you know, he headed up the SEC. He was the head of Sullivan and Cromwell for years. He's one of the most respected people in the country. He's been confirmed for the Southern District, and I heard Jay is going to be looking into it. Jay Clayton is a real legal talent, and they're very legitimate.
Everything you think that president should be able to order investigations?
Sure, I mean, I'm the chief law enforcement officer of the country. Not that I want to use that, but I am considered the chief law enforcement months. Maybe I haven't thought about it at all. You're just asking me
Why
questions.
can't you rule it
But I
out?
don't talk about that. I don't rule it in or out. I don't even think about it.
What I've seen, sir, Martin Luther King,
All right. You can better hear that shit. Yo, did y'all see that interview Charleston White just did when he walked off? I forgot Shorty's name. They from out of Atlanta. It's Up There podcast. Did y'all see
I know
that?
something is going on. I've seen you take the.
My man told me about it. You know, I don't be watching Charleston White, but start at the beginning.
We don't talk about it. Big homie. With
Yo,
the
remember what I told y'all about Charleston White, though, yo? Charleston White can't debate. For the people that think he got a message, if you got a message, you should be able to debate your points. Charleston White can't do that because he don't have a message. You know, he has talking points. And his talking points is surface level. You know, he can't never go deeper than what he already said. That's why a lot of times he repeat the same things over and over again. Now he come up to this guy podcast and he questions Charleston White on a lot of his stances. And in typical Charleston White fashion, what does he do? What do he do every time somebody questions him? He gets up and he fucking leaves. He only want to interview with people that's going to sit up there and let him talk. And a lot of things he says is detrimental. You know. Like, I'm not one of the people that believe that you can say shit real sometimes. It's either you real or you ain't. You know what I mean? And once I deem you fake, I ain't really trying to hear nothing else you got to say. I ain't got time to be picking and choosing what's real and what's worth listening to. I just discredit the whole argument.
One thing, this is where you're going to find out
I've
that
never shot a gun at a black man there before in my life.
Salute
I've
to
never
you.
kicked a black man in the head.
Salute to you.
I've never brought home to a black man. They have.
I haven't. I'm
I'm
asking you, why are you calling the children rich?
They just changed the word.
Charleston, I believe that white people in the school system weaponize the word retarded when they talk to black
I went
children.
to school with white people. I never heard the word.
Here we go. This shit really pissed me off. I'm gonna let him rock though. Hopefully, you know, I'm only gonna step in, yo, if he ain't, you know, explain it correctly. But other than that, I'm trying, you know, I'm trying to see what happened.
Oh man, damn.
What's up, Clemson?
I hate this. Nigga, I hate this. I hate to come to black people. Nigga, I don't want to get paid, my nigga. Man,
No, let's not do that, Charles. You done came way down here. Why we doing that? Hey, Charles, hold on. Whoa. Listen, Charles, let's not do that. What we doing? Hold on. Like men,
That's what he always does, yo. He
like
like a female, yo. Like, yo, he can't have a conversation. No, a healthy debate. He can't do that. He can't do it because he know what he's saying is full of shit. Like, yo, if you can stand behind your points, then, yo, you can debate them with anybody. I mean, if you can stand behind what you're saying, if what you're saying really has substance, then you can debate it with anybody. Charles White can't do that. He like a female. When you ask him why he do it, he can't really explain it. It's just because I did it. You know how sometimes with females how they is. You know, I always teach my kids, yo, you should be able to explain everything you do. It should not be, you should not do something. I ask you why you did it, and you tell me I don't know. No, we not doing that over here. You need to be able to explain that shit and make it make sense. Charles White can't do that. So whenever it comes to these situations where he having a dispute or a debate with somebody, he gets up and fucking leaves. Like a bitch. It's equivalent to a bitch to me.
Me and Charleston. We deal with this like me and Charleston. We dealing with this like me and Charleston. We dealing with this like me and
I'm
Charleston.
telling you to your face.
I wanted to set the tone and give some context setting around what you're about to see. It's Up There podcast is built on conversation and information. I want to be clear about that at the beginning. We document what's happening in our culture, but we slow it down long enough to understand why it's happening. That's important that people understand.
Chilly now.
That's what separates our platform from a page or from a blog site. We slow it down long enough to see why it's happening, not just what's happening. Before we get into this interview, I want to get the audience some context. Charleston White returned to his Up There podcast because I wanted to have a real conversation about some of the things that he's been saying lately, mainly surrounding NBA YoungBoy and his fans. And so when I heard him use words like the R word, retarded, or slow, I wanted to challenge that energy. I think me and Charleston White make great content, have some great conversation, and so I wanted to bring him in because I truly believe that we can be held accountable through dialogue without disrespect, or we can build on the conversation. Out of respect for Young Thug, I chose not to have the conversation with Charleston right now about Young Thug. It's a conversation I'll have when the time is right, when it can truly be handled, with the proper thought and honesty, and we're just not in it for the views and clicks and to just maximize a moment, right? Because I try to stay away from doing that as much as I can. And so this conversation did get tense. Eventually, Charleston walked out. We're still going to put the interview out because we do believe that sometimes the lesson is not in agreeing, it's in the observation. And so sometimes you may can watch it and get something from it. This is his Up There podcast, and what you're about to watch is what happens when conversation meets conversation. Welcome to his Up There podcast, where we get the culture to stop and think. I hope you enjoy the episode.
So there's people I done said I would never do nothing with, but because they never had an ill intent to try to hurt me in no way, it's easy to mend. Woody, 607 Mark, homie, he got ill intent now. So when I heard him say, first it was, I think he's stuck in character. They all say that.
Do you think you stuck in character?
How can I, homie? How can I be stuck in character when you would be seeing me everywhere going to jail, fussing, cussing, fighting?
Not necessarily. And also, I think
I'm saying my character is very offensive. How big? I don't talk like that in real life.
Not every one of your characters. That's one of your characters.
I only got one character. It's an internet character.
I disagree with that. I think you got different sides of that character.
Where have you seen me in real life?
I don't think it's a character. I believe, and I've said this a million times, I believe if your character is intact, you can't do some of the things that Charleston White does. I think this persona that he plays on the internet is exactly who he is. I think it's exactly who he is. I don't think you can separate the two. Martin Luther King said it. You can't separate content from character, man. If your content is flawed, more than likely your character is too. You know what I mean?
Outside the internet.
What you mean?
Where have you seen me operate outside the internet?
No, I'm saying I'm speaking to the character on the internet.
It's only an internet character.
But it's different facets of that character. That's what I'm saying.
Let me turn it down. Turn the speed down.
It's like a man that played basketball. He's an athlete. He's a man. This is what I learned to do in public speaking.
My story don't change. The crowd do. I adjust for the crowd. The character's still the same.
Which means he's playing. He's online playing. He don't have no real message, like I keep telling people. Whenever you can say something like that says I don't have no real message, y'all. I'm just playing to the public. Whatever the public want me to say, or whatever I think is going to gain the most interest in the public, I'm going to say it. It don't matter if I believe that shit or not. That's dangerous, y'all. That's dangerous that we got these type of people and their voices this loud. Hope people realize that.
Whole fucking I adjust for the crowd.
So you telling me you don't have the emotional character that may jump out there in front of something that's going on? I've seen you take the opposite side of the offensive side as well. That's the other side of the character.
The character is to do opposite of what everybody else do. So to be offensive, to come play a villain, I don't come to uplift.
But where do you come? I've seen you uplift. But where do you get your sample size from to call that everybody? Because whatever side you choose have fans.
My sample size to everybody. So when I'm looking in the crowd,
right,
on this phone, I can't see no faces. I ain't got no script. I'm just on here smoking weed. I don't know what I'm going to say. I just know I'm going to cuss you out and be offensive. That's it.
But I'm saying I get that.
But you saying I have multiple characters.
Yeah.
I just got an internet persona, and that's it. When I get through that internet persona, I come back to be Charleston in the strip club fucking with hoes.
But I'm saying, does that internet persona operate?
As the year comes to an end, more and more homeowners are switching from their old heating and cooling systems to new all-electric heat pumps. And here,
you go back to being in a strip club. Being in a strip club fucking with hoes is directly who he portrays online. The shit that he talk online, I can see that same person being in a strip club fucking with hoes. Yeah, man, that shit ain't really no difference to me.
You may jump out and say,
Y'all wrong for what y'all did to that kid. What was the kid in Texas that I think you came out at first and you was kind of upset with him. You trolled him and then
but I wasn't upset with it. I used him because I had dissed a dead rapper's daughter. And I was telling black people, y'all don't care nothing about that kid, them 2 kids that got killed out there. I was trolling black people. I had nothing to do with that kid. So, homie, when I get on the internet, I'm coming to the internet for content creation and to play an internet character. I tweaked the character after I seen Dolomite. When I come off this motherfucker, I'm Mr. Charleston.
Yeah.
I'm daddy. And I'm in the club fucking with hoes. I ain't an internet character in real life. That's only for y'all on the internet. Because I know most.
Nah, I done been around. I know that. What I'm saying, but what we doing is we unpacking the conversation.
I don't come to the internet to unravel characters. I come to hurt feelings. Shock, jock.
So you telling me
This episode is brought to you by.
Just think about that, y'all. Just think about that. As loud as his voice is, that's what you come to the internet to do. You could have came to the internet and do a million other things, but that's just so cool and purpose. Shock jock, hurt feelings. Nothing real, nothing substantial. Just hurt feelings and get paid doing it. Yo, that's a sellout, y'all. See, yo, that's why these guys couldn't talk to me. That is the definition of a sellout. What that bullshit? Think it's funny. That nigga sell walking to the bank pushing stereotypes. All he does is talk bad about black people. That's all he does. Told y'all it's a lot of money in talking bad about black people. You can make a nice life for yourself doing that shit, if that's the route you're willing to go. Candace Owens just talked about it. Candace Owens just talked about yesterday on the live where the same shit I've been saying where, yo, the objective is to sell out. You know, sell your image, your morals, your principles. You know, they're going to pay you for all of that. I mean, the biggest sellout wins, man. That's the world we're living in. That's the internet that they created. It didn't start off like this. But just like with anything, you know, they always got to find a way to turn it against the people. So now we stuck with an internet where the biggest sellout wins. Not the realest, not the most authentic, not the best, just the biggest sellout.
Prize Picks, the simplest and most exciting way to win cash while watching sports. Now, a lot of people ask, what is Prize Picks? It's a daily fantasy sports app and it's easy to use. All you got to do is pick more or less on a few player stats, and that's it. You think your quarterback is going over 250 yards? Hit more. You feel like the running back may not hit his number?
Life. That's only.
Let's get back to the show.
When I come off this motherfucker, I'm Mr. Charleston.
yeah.
I'm daddy. And I'm in the club fucking with hoes. I ain't an internet character in real life. That's only for y'all on the internet. Because I know most.
Nah, I done been around. I know that. What I'm saying, but what we doing is we unpacking the conversation.
I don't come to the internet to unravel characters. I come to hurt feelings. Shock, jock.
So you telling me, you saying that I haven't saw the other side of it? You
ain't never see me cry online and seriously
not cry. I'm saying
you ain't never see me sad online.
Take a side that
Cry online. So look, so all them fake emotions that he been showing, it's all staged, man. Like, yo, these guys are diabolical, yo. I couldn't even do no shit like that. I mean, my morals and my integrity is too important to me to get on this bitch and fake a cry for views. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Let's see if you gonna believe me or you ain't. I ain't out this bitch trying to convince nobody or nothing. You understand what I'm saying? You should believe me based off of how I move, not just based off my words. Like, a lot of people fall victim to wordplay. You know, motherfuckers' words and their actions don't be the same. I try to match my words and my actions. And I shouldn't. And when you do that, you don't have to convince. I mean, you don't have to go into an emotional tirade and fake tears and fake emotions. You ain't gotta do none of that, yo, because people see real. You know, people recognize real when they see it, man.
it's not offensive, meaning take the pleasant side of it, like, yo, y'all got that wrong. This baby ain't had nothing to do with that or X, Y, and Z.
That ain't the character. That just means, hey, man, y'all wrong, and coming back. But I'm going to go back and say, man, fuck that kid. I might say, fuck that kid tomorrow. I'm not on the internet being serious.
At no time.
At no time. I think you dumb and a motherfucker. You come over being serious. Pray for my mama. My mama just died. I wouldn't dare do that shit.
Yeah.
I'm a con motherfucker. I played on my mama. And I play on every motherfucking body in my face.
Damn.
I ain't serious about nothing.
That's crazy.
About what I want to do. I'm playing on everybody.
Yeah,
The internet, whoever in my face, you playing in my face. So I play. And I play for me.
That's just
I'm a selfish little homie. I don't come to I don't give a fuck about nothing.
I'm mad that I can't remember.
What'd he say? He's selfish, right? What I tell you about most rats? What I tell you snitching was a selfish trait. What I tell y'all about him, I say, y'all, I'd have known he was a rat just by how he moved. We ain't had to see no paperwork, no video footage. He ain't never even had to announce him being a rat. Just by what he's doing, screams he's a snitch. Glad when y'all start listening, man. That way you stay clear of these type of guys, man. You don't want these type of guys nowhere around you, man. That's why he fall out with everybody he close to.
A moment that can kind of give that example of what I'm saying, but I know every time, I know the majority of the time you take the other side.
I was serious, y'all miss me. So I would never make that mistake again. Coming on the internet being serious. Why would I do that? When half the things that's watching you are not real humans. So you think I don't know this game? Bring me to y'all.
That's what's up, man.
When the internet does nothing but crucify. So why would I get on here and be serious? When half of the people will not take it.
They say it's value in telling your story.
It's not no value in telling my story. I get paid to tell my testimony.
Okay, then.
So I don't tell it on the internet. I come on here and bullshit. Bring people on live, play music, smoke weed. Y'all miss that part.
So the interview side of you, when you sit down and have some real conversations, I think that's the other side of the character.
That's not the other side of the character. That's me doing a real life interview.
So you step outside of the character.
Listen. That's a real life interview that's being pre-recorded. There's no live television.
Right.
Just me talking to a human, asking questions. You're gonna get whatever you get based off the questions. See what I'm saying? You're gonna get
I hear what you're saying.
But even in the questions, I'm not gonna pull my soul out in the question. I'm gonna ask basic, simple questions. Homie, the worst thing celebrities can do is give themselves to an interviewer.
The interviewers are celebrities.
I wouldn't give a damn who they are. The worst thing anybody could do is give yourself to another person. The real you. But hold on. Why not give it to your wife?
You do give it to your wife, but
no,
I also
think I ain't been home in 2 years.
Yeah,
What you
don't.
Give to my wife?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute.
Listen, I don't give me to nobody.
That's the point I'm making, right? I think the further you go up, because you got to think, I'm in these rooms, I'm moving real big business. So what I'm saying is
I ain't went that high up, homie. I ain't went.
You got a lot of fame, Charles.
I've been having that for 5-6 years. I ain't went that high up.
So you tell me you ain't been affected by fame?
Everybody's affected by fame.
You are high up. Are you downplaying your celebrity?
So this is what I did. I isolated myself so I can have all the oxygen.
Me too. That's what I've done. That's really the only way you can do it.
Now I got a in every city I go to. I can take refuge in any city, in any state I go to. Most can't do that. And I'm openly saying I got a everywhere I go.
Right.
That I can lay and fucking sleep and eat with. Every city I done been to, I done put a flag somewhere.
Yes, Lord.
That's my oxygen.
Yeah.
And I can openly say.
So the bitch give you oxygen.
No. I give me oxygen. The give me peace and refuge.
That's all I get from the bitch. So that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is there's a yearn to feel connection. And sometimes.
There's not a yearn to feel connection. You ain't finna speak to this.
Listen.
My mama say you connect with God. Without God, you don't need to be the man or nobody. So I wake up every day and say, God, give me the spirit. And I be free. And my mama told me what to do, homie.
Yeah, that shit sounds fucking stupid. Like, how you talking this God talk, but then to get online and say, man, fuck that deadbeat. Like, yo, this is why I don't watch this nigga. This is why I try to stay away from him. I wish my man never even told me about this interview. I'd have never known about it. But, yo, that both can't be true. You can't be a supporter of God and have and wake up and thank God for every day you every minute you're alive, and then get online and say, man, fuck Gilly dead son. Fuck Get Money Lil Ronnie and his baby. It don't go that way, y'all. Don't go that way. That's why I said he's not playing the character. This is who he is. Cause if you couldn't do that. You understand? You can't separate your character from your content. You just can't. It's intertwined. It's one and the same. You feel me? I couldn't get on here and say and disrespect somebody dead family members because that's not who I am. It don't matter if it's going to get views. It don't matter if it's going to get likes. It don't matter if it's going to get comments. It don't matter if that bitch go viral. It ain't that serious to me. You understand? It ain't that serious to me to go viral. You're to have to sacrifice my integrity for it. If I gotta sacrifice my integrity, to go viral, then I'd never go viral. And I'd be cool with that. You understand what I'm saying? I would sleep comfortable knowing that I remained true to who I was. I didn't let money or fame take me outside of who I am as a person, yo. Yo, that's not a happy life, yo. I always tell y'all, a lot of these people aren't happy. They aren't happy, yo. They making all the money in the world. We just watch Ray J, prime example. I always gotta go back to Ray J. You see how he was on that Cam Newton interview? That man happy. He getting paid though. Big money. But his family ain't fucking with him. His mother ain't fucking with him. Sister cut him off. Man, fuck all that, man. I'd rather have my morals intact.
Man and a woman out of it. I connect with God. You know why? I used to be blind most of my life. I ain't grow up like y'all. I grew up with God. I ain't grow up playing with kids.
Yeah, that's true.
I grew up by myself.
Yeah.
Blind, barely can walk. I didn't grow up people. Y'all need people. So I I come amongst y'all, homie, to play on y'all. I think
you can't play on me because
I'm
I'm elite.
If you interview me, I done played on the elite. Why you think you done paid me to get here?
You ain't played on me. You think that playing on me?
I done played.
You think that playing on?
That is though. It is playing on him. He did play on you, yo. Anybody that interviews him, you feel me? Because he don't have any substance, yo. If you interview him and you paying him, yes, he has. Yeah, he had played on you because he don't have any substance. He's just there to talk. He's just there to say some wild shit and hope you get some money out of it. Other than that, man, that nigga, he did play on you, bro. Most definitely he did. That's why I be trying to ignore this nigga.
Listen, this is how I played on you. I got your attention to make you watch me, reach out to me, say, hey man, let me talk to you.
We been fucking around, so this is the thing.
So that's what I'm saying. I played on you years ago to get you here.
Nah, that ain't playing on me. Hey, listen,
however you want to
this is
say
business.
it. If you
ain't played on me, I'm elite.
How did you know me then?
Because
how
I'm what? Hey, listen,
how you meet me?
Hold on, let me explain.
How you meet me, nigga?
I met you. Let me explain.
Did you meet me on the internet?
Let me explain.
Did you meet me through the internet?
Of course.
You've been played on then. I come playing on the internet.
You ain't playing on me.
I got
my fortune from the internet. You ain't talking to one of them niggas. See, that's the thing. We both playing in the same box.
We ain't talking about money.
No, we playing in the same box.
You ain't doing the numbers I'm doing. I'm doing 4 billion on TikTok
I'm getting paid for everything, though.
I am too, though.
So that's why I'm saying it's a little different.
No, let's go back to what we talking about. You said if I caught your attention from that camera, you got played on.
No, sir. I disagree.
I came to the internet playing.
I disagree.
And listen, if you know my name,
I agree.
And you didn't go to school with me, you're not from my city, I played on you in the world. That's why you know my name.
Hey, listen, I got a business that run off the internet.
I ain't talking about business. I'm saying if you know Charleston White and you didn't meet me in school and personally and you met me through watching me on this phone, you was played on.
Listen, you missing the point.
No,
that's for the people that's watching you as just fans of you. We do business.
That's right. You don't want to accept it. Just like in any situation. Nobody wants to admit they've been lied to. You know what I mean? People will die living a lie, yo. Even if all the facts say, this is a lie. You can have 20 people telling you this is a lie, and just because they believed it for 30 years, they're going to die with that same lie, and the same beliefs. You feel me? He don't want to admit it. But Charles White is right. He right. He played on you, bro. You shouldn't be up here interviewing you. The man, he doesn't have a soul. He lacks morals. He lacks principles. You brought him up here strictly because he gets views. So which means is if you don't agree with a lot of things he say, why is he on your platform? If you say he do a lot of shit that's flawed, detrimental, or just, why is he on your platform? Which means in turn is he sacrificed his morals for views. Charleston White wins. He played on you. You understand what I'm saying?
Watching me. Profit from
what made you start watching me?
What you mean? What made
you start watching me? Because I'm not from Nashville.
You were polarizing. I don't fuck around with just Nashville. I'm an elite nigga.
There you go. Pistol Gordon was posting me.
I don't watch Pistol Gordon.
This is how the world got to know me through this guy Pistol Gordon.
Yeah, but I'm telling you,
I didn't know nobody. I didn't even know about the. I didn't even know people following me. I'm just on here talking in my car, playing, driving my kids to school every morning. Yeah, we're playing. Coming up selling knockout purses from California to Texas, making money like a motherfucker local.
I remember
I didn't know the world was watching me, but when I found out, I started playing on people that were watching. Because I always said, if anybody give you their ear and their eyes, you can play on them. Play on, pal. If I don't watch nobody and I don't listen to nobody because they can play on you, watching and listening. Stop watching and listening, I'm going to play on you.
Listen, I'm telling you, hey, listen.
I know it hurt to hear it, but
nah, it ain't. It's
I lie even when I'm telling the truth.
But you know the thing is, you can't say that because I profit in this sandbox. People that's wasting time in this sandbox, that's one thing.
Okay, big dog.
I profit in this sandbox. You hear me? I profit in this sandbox as well. You see what I'm saying?
I ain't no elite. I'm just nappy dread, struggling as a single daddy, taking my kids to school, and look where I'm at now.
Yeah,
boy, I played some games.
Elite.
I was struggling like a motherfucker.
You played on some people along the way, but I wasn't one of them. Is all I'm saying. It's hard to play on me.
I played to get your attention. That's all I'm saying.
All right, bet. We're gonna agree to disagree. We're gonna agree to disagree.
I ain't trying to knock you down,
We're gonna agree to disagree.
Friends, so we can do that.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, you know what it is? We got Charleston White in the building. Listen, man. We having one of them conversations today. I think is long awaited.
This what make this a great interviewer. He can come back to the middle.
Yes.
That's what make you good. You do it with Dr. Umar, you done
Yes.
You can come back to the middle.
That's why I want to have one of those today. I want us to get there because I think the people need some clarification on some things. And I think you were one of the great speakers we have in the culture. I've always said that. And so
he played on you. If you believe he's one of the great speakers in the culture, then the fuck enough said. You feel me? Enough said, man. Because he is not one of no fucking great speakers in nobody's culture. He don't give a fuck about the culture. That man don't give a fuck about no goddamn culture. Charleston White say to monetize, my nigga. That's it and that's all. Anything outside of monetization, then he ain't here for that. Coach say he was one of the great speakers in the culture. God damn, short. He just proves his point.
I think that's what's offensive to me to say playing on me is because I'm an elite. You know my catalog, though. But listen to what I'm saying.
You taking offense to
No, ain't no
you
offense.
A street
I'm clarifying. I'm a scholar. I'm an elite. I'm an elite. So I'm playing that one. So I'm saying, all I'm saying is for me to be someone that don't reach.
Come watch me work with children, and you will get the real me. Come watch me amongst kids, and you'll get the real me. Oh, no cameras, no.
Yeah, we need to do that.
See the real charge.
Matter of fact, we need to put something together for around here. I'm feeding some families now.
I got one in a couple of days. I got HBCU, Pine Bluff, Arkansas. So I got HBCU out there. I got a high school, and then I think a little league football organization. So I'm gonna do all that like a 2-day time span this week. So now, homie, the real me, homie. I can't bring to the world. Because they don't know the pain of our children. If I brought the real me,
there you go. There you go. This how he lured people in with the nonsense. What the fuck does knowing the real you got to do to knowing the pain of our children? You ain't even from, I mean, or you didn't admit it on several occasions, or you don't even recognize or identify with the struggles of black people in America, bro. So what are you talking about, my nigga?
There's no way I could sit on these podcasts and have dialogue because I'm going to take everything back to the lyrical content of hip-hop. I'm going to take everything back to How's Young Thug and all these people still getting highlighted, but y'all have never highlighted no victim of their crimes.
I don't want to talk about Thug.
All I'm saying
I know you're doing your but you know that's my look. So,
I'm saying let's not talk about this. Let's talk about the victims of the crime.
Yeah, let's talk about crimes that
let's talk about victims of crime.
Yeah, let's talk about
Let's not put a blanket on victims.
Talk about them.
So It's a lot of murders that's tied.
Let's talk about
There's a lot of murders that's tied to these guys that y'all interview. Where are the families? Where are the families that y'all go get their story? Because there's two sides to this coin now.
Right.
Why
I'm the guy to interview Rich Homie Quan's father. I started that.
Rich Homie Quan didn't die of gun violence.
No, he's a victim though.
He died doing what he wanted to do.
His daddy was shot.
I don't give a damn. He's
because
living.
of
He's
this.
living. I'm
Because
talking
of this.
I'm talking about the people who done buried their sons and stuff behind it. Don't tell me. If you want the real me, let's have that discussion.
Oh,
Like what he did with Mama Duck and them. Is that what he referring to? Because that was disgusting, and it was very predatory. See, I don't fall for wordplay. I go with what makes sense. That shit sounds great on surface level. You feel me? On surface level, it sounds like Charleston has a great point. Yo, but that's what he do with Mama Duck and them, man. Got all of them together, had him do a say cheese interview. The interview was disgusting. Had Tuka mother on that bitch crying the whole interview, never stopped it, never consoled it, never did nothing. Only to then come back and disrespect damn near every single one of them. Drag their name through the mud. Say fuck their kids. Like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all better stop falling for this bozo.
So let's name
you want to talk about some victims?
So let's name some thug victims.
Nah, we don't talk about thug. We're not talking about thug. We're not talking about thug.
Let me call Atlanta Police Department and get some names of thug victims then. Some people who done died.
You're not talking about thug.
Victims then.
Now let's talk about victims. Period.
We finna talk about.
We ain't talking about thug.
You can't now. We gonna talk about.
We not talking about thug.
Let me get some of thug.
Man, we not talking about thug, man. We leaving thug out of this.
No, we ain't.
We moving forward. We moving forward.
Let's end the interview then. We can end the interview.
We moving forward.
We can end the interview.
Man, we moving
man,
forward.
We can't talk about thug and them victims.
We not talking about thug, man. What kind of would I be to let you talk about thug in front of me like that?
Thug victims, nigga.
What kind of victims?
Victims of crime.
Let's talk about
murders.
Talk.
Murder? What I need to talk for? Let's go to Nut Mama and them. Y'all
Let's get to it.
Nut Mama family up here. Get Nut family up here.
Salute the Nut.
Get
I
Nut
just
family
had.
up here.
Listen, I'm the nigga talk to both sides.
Let me see what get the name of these victims. What's Thug Baby Mama got?
I talk to both
What's
sides.
Thug Baby Mama got?
We ain't talking about
Let's
Thug.
talk to victims. Man, I don't want to talk no more.
We ain't talking about Thug, Charleston.
Let's talk about victims then.
Let's talk about victims.
Name some.
Of who?
What? All these murders.
I don't watch that shit. I'm not talking about them little.
Man, let me get the detective on her.
We're not talking about Thug, brother.
Let me get the detective.
Let's talk about some other things.
Let's call the victims in the rap crime here.
Let's talk about it.
Durk, let's name some of Durk victims.
I don't really know.
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all stay focused on the rappers. That's what I'm talking about right there, homie. The victims is invisible, but they pain ain't. They talk about who they killed, what they done. Oh, we can't talk about my nigga. You're killing, he hurt people. Nigga.
Let me ask you a question.
I ain't never shot a gun at a black man.
Hold me accountable for what I done.
I never shot a gun at a black man.
Hold me accountable for what I done. This is one thing. This is where you're going to find out that I
never shot a gun at a black man ever before in my life.
I only care about innocent people. Like, I ain't gonna lie. If you dibble and dab in the streets and some street shit happened to you, yeah, it's fucked up your butt. You knew what you signed up for when you signed up for. Now, if you want to talk about innocent people, then yeah, that's worth a conversation. But not people that played in the lines of the streets and suffered the consequences of being in the streets. I don't think that's a conversation worth having. You know, because you signed up for this shit. You know what come out of it. If you didn't, then do some research. Like, we can't, just because they was a victim. Just because they was a victim of crimes, a lot of people that are victim of crimes, they got victims too. They might have been a suspect in another case. So we not ready to sit back and try to paint these people out as innocent. Because that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to paint some of these people out. Now, the family is innocent, but you can't blame who did something to them. You can't blame them you got to blame the person that was involved. You know, you should have thought about your family before you jumped out this bitch. Before you made some of these decisions, like I always say, you need to start thinking first. You understand?
black man in the head.
Salute to you.
I've never brought harm to a black man. They have.
I haven't.
I've never sold dope in the black community.
I haven't.
He's doing a lot of harm to black people with this rhetoric that he pushing. He's doing a lot of harm. A lot of people agree with this shit, yo. Charleston White can change a lot of people's minds with his strong opinions. So yeah, you might not have killed nobody or whatever the fuck you say, but you are definitely doing damage on this internet to black people specifically. You go to motherfucking white conservative platforms and you go over that bitch and you talk about stereotypes. Stereotypes. I think, yo, he's doing way more damage on social media than he could ever do to the streets. He's doing more because he got a bigger reach. He's doing more damage on social media than he could ever do individually in Texas. Way more damage.
Never sold dope to my people. I've never sold dope to my people.
You can't shine on me with that
Shit,
one, bro.
nigga.
I'm the
And I ain't got no felony convictions. I ain't never left my kids.
I ain't never left mine.
You went to prison on them.
They were old.
I don't care you went to prison. I ain't never left mine young or old. It's what make me different from these.
Let me say
It's
something
what
to
make
you.
me different from these. Day one daddy, still here,
Hey,
still got
I beat my
no
charges.
felony conviction.
I beat
and
my
my kids
charges.
see me.
Come on, bro. You got hella cases though, Charleston. Come on, like why you gonna sit back and act like you ain't got 75 mugshots on the fuck online, bro? Now how you beat him, who the fuck knows? I think he a fucking agent. But Charles White got arrested more than me. And I done told you I've been a criminal for years. I ain't doing shit now, but before I stopped, I probably had a 20-year run. You feel me? Charles White is trying to paint himself like he never committed a crime. But he got 1 million mugshots online. He got caught with handguns that he ain't supposed to have. He got assaults that he committed that he got arrested for. But he's sitting on this bitch, and for the people that watch him, listen to him, they probably agree with him. Charles White ain't no different than the average street nigga. No difference.
As a hero, with no absentees as a father.
Me
You don't
neither.
know what them kids went through when you were gone.
I didn't leave them, brother. I beat my charges.
You were gone. If you were
Before
absent,
my
if you
children
can't
born.
make no excuses.
Before my children were born, I went to jail.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, I'm putting it down.
I'm not hindered by that shit. I don't want nobody no apologies for what I've done as a man. They do crimes. I didn't commit crimes to my people.
What you talking about?
I'm
You just
talking about
talking.
crimes predicated
Let's
against
break
your
it
people.
down,
Say,
then.
Let's talk about
Let's
thugging
break it
crimes.
down.
I ain't got nothing to
Let's
talk
talk about me and my crimes
I
that you
won't talk
saying
about
that
your,
I
I
have.
don't know what I'm talking about. Thugging them crimes I know about. I don't know about yours.
What kind of crimes? Let's talk about them.
You know them. That's your partner.
See, you want to
Look,
talk
see?
about them. I'm
I
saying
do.
He don't have, you see what I'm saying? If this was Say Cheese would allow him to say that and just move on to the next question. He can't go no further than that. He don't know the crimes. You feel me? Specifically, he doesn't know any crimes, damn near probably, that Young Thug committed. But since it's a hot topic and other people know, he can just say, man, what about the crimes Thug committed? Hey, what's the crimes? You know them. No, bitch. You said it. Like, oh, you can't say things like this and then don't elaborate on it. Elaborate. The floor is yours. Tell us about the crimes. You feel me? He can't do that though, because they don't know shit. He just talking.
There's so much to talk about in the world.
Murder to black people. Fuck the world. Fuck the world. Let's talk about the destruction that these causing. Still to this day.
Ain't nobody causing destruction.
Then
You
get off
just
the
talking.
snitch shit, Thug. Let Gunna be free.
Hey, why we talking about Thug?
Hold him accountable like you trying to do
This
everybody else.
what I don't understand.
Hear that shit, my nigga.
This what I don't
Hold them
understand.
niggas ass accountable.
You ain't even having no conversation.
I don't want to have no conversation because you done lost the intelligence, Charles.
Yeah, I don't think Young Thug sanctioned any of them crimes, to be honest. I think Young Thug just rapping about it. I don't think Young Thug sanctioned any. I don't think Young Thug had. I don't think he had the hold on them boys like they trying to make people believe. If he did, yo, he'd have been more involved. Like, yo, we watched that whole trial, yo. They mentioned they had to go all the way back to 2013 to even tie Young Thug to a fucking crime. You feel me? He didn't even get arrested for that shit. Like, I think this narrative, I think Young Thug just was the face. You know, them boys was doing what they was doing. And I think the reason why they was doing what they was doing because Young Thug wasn't looking out for him. You feel me? If Young Thug was looking out for them boys, they wouldn't have been doing all that shit that they was doing, man. Them boys was committing broke nigga crimes. You know what I mean? Broke nigga crimes. They wasn't getting no money. Robberies, murders. You know, that shit you do when you broke. You know what I mean? When you got some money, you ain't trying to kill no motherfucking body. Thug wasn't as tied into them boys like the internet will make you believe. He just with the face. He just used them for their image.
I defend him. I said we don't want to talk about it. I'm a big homie. We ain't talking about Charleston.
Leave your family. Fuck being a homie.
You led my village.
You done misled.
You got life fucked up.
Nigga, I ain't listening to you.
You got life fucked up. What?
Then make him apologize.
What?
You say you're a big homie.
Of course.
You
crazy.
Stop hollering big homie talk. I ain't no big homie. I'm a daddy.
I'm a daddy too.
I ain't no big
multiple
homie.
things.
I don't lead no.
I'm multiple things.
Motherfucking self.
Nigga, I lead the village.
Man,
nigga.
what village?
This one.
What village?
This one.
Name something you do out here.
I just fed 52 families last week. And I'm feeding 500 families things for the families.
I did that shit by myself for 10 years.
I'm doing it out my pocket.
I did it out my pocket for 10 years. Never took a dollar from nobody.
Yeah, we'll see.
So I'm so goddamn bold in what I say. I ain't never took a
I'm looking
grant.
for you. I'm listening to you.
And it's documented. It is documented.
How much you spend?
What you mean? I didn't keep up with it.
Look.
Fuck, I itemized.
Look, he can't. You know, whenever you ask him a question about what he do, here goes the spin. He like whack 100, man. That's why I think they both agents. It's like a Fed move. What's up, fly guy? He can only talk. He can't elaborate on nothing. You feel me? If y'all know what he's doing every time, he can't elaborate on the.
How you spending it? How you spending your own money and keeping it?
Because it was coming as it went.
And what I'm telling you.
501c3.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Hype to buy youth outreach. Just
tell me how you spend your own money and document it.
You gotta pay taxes on it.
So how you don't know if you ain't paying?
Yo, he just talked about that shit was a scam. On the other interview, he was breaking down how them nonprofits are a fucking scam. Y'all remember that interview? I forgot who the fuck he was talking to. It's probably the last interview I watched of his. He was talking about that shit was a couple months ago. Now, he's using that same scam that he called out himself to gain validation on what he do for the community. Man, this nigga's crazy.
I'm not the candidate.
Yeah, you should have had that information. You've been talking 10 years.
I still got it, nigga.
You've been talking 10 years. You should have had that information.
I still do it. I ain't got to prove it to you. I'm a big name in real life.
I'm a big name in real life.
Not in my world, you ain't nigga.
Is you
Not
crazy?
in my world, you ain't nigga.
I get paid for everything,
man,
Charles.
nigga, man, I'm in movies and everything. Nigga, I ain't seen your name
I don't want to
nowhere.
do movies,
Just
nigga.
before
I
TV,
can do anything.
Man,
I'm an iHeart nigga.
I do what I want to do, nigga.
Now why we gotta go
I
there?
get my own goddamn money, nigga. I get my own goddamn money.
Gotta go
I don't
there?
need iHeart to put
See,
dick
you
on
can't
me.
shine on me, Charles.
I ain't trying to shine, nigga.
So calm it down. Let's have a conversation.
So he part of the system too. Why he ain't got no iHeart things? You know, why he ain't got no iHeart logos hanging around, laying around?
Getting the character, nigga.
I don't want the character.
You got it now. You done already tapped into him. You can't tap the character.
How we doing
You
that?
asked for it. You got it. You asked for it. You asked for the character. You got it. We playing for the camera, y'all.
I'm not playing
That's what
for
he
the
want.
camera.
I told him I'm playing. I told him
No,
I'm
not playing for the camera.
I'm playing for the camera.
But why you bring this out,
nigga,
though?
Cause you
I'm trying to understand why you bring this little shit
You
out.
won't let me talk about what we need to talk about.
I'm
you
gonna
say you
talk
want to
about
have
a lot of
candidate,
things.
but we can't talk about Thug.
Nah, I said that's
Man,
my little homie.
I don't care about homies. Nigga, I disrespect homies.
See, come on,
See, niggas
Charles.
crash out about their homies.
You know what kind of man? Come
I'm
on,
trying
man.
to
How
see
you
niggas
gonna
crash
do
out
that
about
in front
their
of me,
homies. Send
man?
to prison about their homies.
And I'm
nigga,
going.
I ain't saying homie, your homie, but let's go in.
That's stupid, though.
Man, let's
why
play
we
this.
gonna do some
Cause
stupid
nigga,
shit
let's
like
be trying
that?
to talk. You don't want to talk about it. Hurting people.
No, listen,
Brag
man.
about hurting people.
There's so much to talk about.
Man, we spent 30 minutes talking about the sucker, so why we can't talk
That's what
about
I'm saying, and that was a mistake.
Man,
I just had that on my heart because I fuck with you. So when you sat down,
shit on my heart,
and that's the only reason I'm tolerating
I've been
it.
blowing big banks up, saying,
Let me see.
y'all ain't gonna let me talk about it.
Let me see that light.
Y'all ain't gonna let me talk about it.
That's the only reason I'm tolerating it because it's on your heart.
So right now I'm getting ready to put another Murda Change Me event together. DJ Academic, we taking it to Jacksonville. I'm going to go get them victims. Cause don't nobody want to hear from the victims.
So he running the same play again. He don't care about he don't care about victims. This is a money play. This is a money play. So he's gonna run the same play in Jacksonville that he ran in Chicago. And people gonna be so stupid and gullible, gonna fall for it again, not realizing what the fuck he's really doing.
That you talking to the wrong.
I don't know who I'm
That's
talking
what
to
I'm
no
saying.
more.
That's what I'm trying to
I
say.
don't know,
This
man.
shit
I
kind
don't
of
know where to
weird
put
to
this
me,
shit in no
bro.
more, man. My nigga,
I don't know how.
The character, man.
But
I
anyway,
just bring the
man.
character.
Hey, listen. It's Up There podcast. We're gonna do a second rolling intro. Charleston White here today. You been on the run out there in the streets, man. How you feeling, brother?
Exhausted.
Exhausted. State to state.
I fuck a lot of hoes. Have a lot of fun.
How's the comedy doing?
I just put Woody on stage.
This nigga down there 50. It's like he don't think what he doing is wrong. This the perception you want the world to think when they see a 50-year-old black man.
So I'm going to go get other companies and put them on stage. Me and DJ Academic got a little tour coming up. I think February 2026. But we finna try to run it back.
You know, why the fuck do he got a ski mask? What the fuck is this? Why he got this on? Like, you see, this is what I'm saying. Like, the nigga he's a fucking bozo, y'all. I don't even know how much more I can watch of this shit. Then they got on the fucking Nike ski mask show. Yeah, but got so much to say about Young Thug, so much to say about him. Yeah, you got on a Nike fucking ski mask, my nigga. At 50. Hey, this shit is out of control. Yeah. I don't know if he meant to say that. He ain't mentioned that. I ain't never know he was connected to iHeart.
He brought you out there. Why he didn't get you in the NBA Young Boy tour? So anyway, let me do some context setting really quick. Really quick.
So now he got me in. So we had our credentials and everything. I didn't want to go in.
Can I do some context setting just for the sake of to be a journalist? For people who don't know, Charleston White had a Say Cheese interview that did 1 million views pretty quick, where he spoke about NBA YoungBoy's tour. The following day after that interview dropped, NBA YoungBoy happened to be in Texas. Charleston White then flew out to Texas, which is his home state, and got with academics to try to get in with NBA YoungBoy. Then we got some word that the credentials were taken. Now, could you take it from there?
So here it is. So, NBA YoungBoy team reached out to me like that Wednesday or Thursday. They wanted to do a stream. So I told them, me and Ack go come to the concert on Monday. I done the Say Cheese TV interview at Friday or Saturday. And I'm just on that bullshit. But I'm really meaning half the shit about what I done said.
So what half do we know that's true, and what half do we know that's bullshit?
I think most of his fans, for me just sitting back seeing, I think most of you can barely understand what he's saying. Just a bunch of angry young, ain't got no girls around, they violent. So most of it I really believe. So
is that for YoungBoy is fast?
Yeah, but the crazy thing about it is he ain't no different. You preying on ignorance, just like everybody does. Everybody preys on the weak. Everybody preys on ignorance. Everybody monetizes off of ignorance. So for him to call NBA YoungBoy, the people that support NBA YoungBoy, and not acknowledge that, you chasing not the same fan base, but you chasing the same characteristics for support. Ignorance.
Yeah, fans.
But does a YoungBoy got 10, 11 children?
Yeah, all bastard babies. He got 13.
So he got women around him. Then.
No. He got one woman around, but he got 13 bastard babies.
13 different women.
13 bastard babies. Children born out of wedlock. So it's not called it's children born out of wedlock, which is spiritually comes with a certain kind of curse. When they talk with generational curses, you got 13 different kids. How many of them kids might end up fucking each other? If we go be serious. How many of them mothers go be divided by this one and that one? So let's look at the effects of this shit.
But let's talk about the tour. We'll get to some of the effects. Back to the tour.
Okay, so
we're going to talk about some of that.
So back to the tour. So I got invited by his team.
So you get there.
I got invited by his team.
By Alex, who invited you?
I don't know. I got the numbers in my phone. So we did it. Shout
out Alex too.
I get invited by the team. Right? So I tell them, me and Ack go come to the Houston show. That's how I put Ack in the group chat. So I was getting ready to go on stage. I've probably been doing a Google, whatever that shit, a face-to-face call, because they want to make sure with me. So we do the face call. So,
FaceTime or Zoom.
Whatever that shit is.
And Google Meet or something.
Google Meet shit. So we do the Google Meet. They want to make sure it's me. So I fly to Houston. Me and Act meet up. Show started by 6, 7. Act get there by 5. So I get there by 6:30. It ain't letting up the doors or nothing ain't open till about 7. I'm already saying, fuck this shit. I ain't waiting in line to see no motherfucking. I don't come to no motherfucking concert. So I'm already agitated. Act stalling a little bit. I tell nigga, I'm finna go. Fuck that. I'm finna go.
He stalling because they ain't fucking with you or what?
No, he ain't showed up yet. So when he show up, NBA Youngboy and the manager them said, yeah, man, we fucked with it, man, but goddamn, man, he was talking shit on a new interview. So Act coming with the credentials. So Act said, hey, is it cool? Can I bring him in? Ain't gonna be no problem. Don't nobody say yes or no. So the little YN get off the bus and say something. Say, man, I'm going up talking shit. By this time, I already left. Y'all already left by that. Because nigga, you talking about 6 o'clock.
How the fuck you gonna say you already left by then? How you know this is he don't want to admit, yo, this nigga's crazy. Yo, just admit, yo, that, you know, your credentials got denied. You know, it happens sometimes. Like, this is how you know that Charleston White isn't comfortable in his he's not comfortable in his own skin. If you can't admit something like that, well, like, I mean, it makes sense. He's a rat, so you know, rats duck accountability. So it all aligns, you know, on pace with who he is. But how you gonna say the dude jumped off the bus talking shit, but then say you already left? How the fuck you know he was talking shit? Did he really? Obviously, you heard him talking shit, and you probably got escorted out. But since that goes against this character he's playing, and you know who he believes is, or who he tries to portray to the world that he is, he can't say that. He got to make it seem like, oh, I was already left. I ain't get denied. Bitch, nigga, you got denied, nigga. Access denied, nigga.
He don't show up to the motherfucking thing. Damn near 10. What kind of I think I'm gonna be? I'm gonna stand around here and go through this.
Thought you left at 7.
I left. I never went in and never stayed for the credentials.
But what made you?
So I'm finna tell you what happened. So me being me, and I can show you the details of the steps. I can text you, right? Text Act. I'm out before he even got there. Me being me, you know I gotta run my play. Say TV. Hey, I'm at the NBA Youngboy concert. Posted to me. Just took my pass and woo. Just. Bloggers. He got banned. I never even went in, never even got to the motherfucking thing. I made the play.
But did they ever give you the green light?
I got the green light.
To go in.
They never said no, because they did not want to tell DJ Academics nor me no. If you listen to it, if you go watch the Act stream, I never even went to go in. I got tired before he even said, hey, come on, man. Where you at? They blowing me up. Where you at? I'm gone. But since I know it's what it is, I know this is the biggest rap artist in the world. You think I ain't finna attach my name to it? And if you think I'm lying, I can walk you through detailed steps and times with the phone calls and everything. I done a lot of celebrities like this. Set the play before it get out. It's called controlling the blog.
This nigga's lying,
Content
man.
creation. Am I lying? No. I just added a little something to it.
But you said a lot of hurtful things, or you said a lot of things you seem to think are true about
What hurtful
Youngboy.
things I said? They dance that they do is look kind of gay.
Nah, were you calling the children?
No, the fans. Not the children. I said the fans are. Not the children.
Some of them
lot of
were
them is
18,
children.
19.
So what I did was, and the reason why I say that is because every major city he do, since most of y'all don't know, I do research. I do quantitative and qualitative research and studies. I Google every major city he went to and sold out. The reading statistics, if you think I'm lying, every major city he went to is in the high to mid-30s on reading percentages that these people can read on or above their grade level. The high 30s at the most. So I mean, most of these towns that they go to, people are illiterate. And I take it back. Mentally challenged.
Yo, this nigga is tripping. This nigga just saying anything. Hey, that nigga ain't did no motherfucking research on every single fucking city. And if that's the case, that ain't got shit to do with NBA YoungBoy. That's got something to do with the economics in these cities. Can't blame NBA YoungBoy for that, or you don't even you can't blame the kids for that. Fuck boy.
That sound better. I done my own study. If you think I'm lying, you do your study.
But where's your study at that the people that are buying the tickets are those people that you're speaking about from the study?
They skin color. So white kids going. Most black kids in America can't read, my brother. It's statistics. It's data on it.
Right.
Most black kids in America can't read. Most. Yeah, I think that is a stretch. And he don't think what he's doing is detrimental. Yo, he just got on the platform and told at least 100,000 people, and I'm sure they're not all black, because Charles White has a large support system that ain't black. I think it might be 50-50. That most black kids in America can't read. That is crazy.
Right, so that's a blanket. That's a blanket statistic that you can hide behind when you say something like that.
I can't hide behind it. Me and Charlie Kirk is speaking it, and you can't prove us wrong. He just did and can't say it. I'm saying most black children in America cannot read on or above their grade level.
Right.
That's factual data.
And that's a great conversation to have. I'm saying, why are you calling the people at the NBA YoungBoy tribe?
If you can't, because these are the ones that going there. These are my people. I'm black, and I know most black people are dumb and stupid. That's why they listen to rap music. I know that for a fact. Look at the conditions that they live in when they go back in. I know that as a black American. White people can't tell y'all that, but I can. I know. I'm an expert in.
To say what?
Y'all dumb, stupid.
Who is y'all?
Black people in America.
Let's disqualify me and you from this.
I'm putting us in it.
Yo, this nigga is crazy. Yo, but he's saying that because people support him. And to support y'all, something gotta be wrong. You know what I mean? To think he has a message, something after he showed you over the years that he don't have no message. You still have people in the comments saying that, yo, I'm saying you gotta listen to what he really saying. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
I ain't disqualifying me, I'm black.
Yeah, but we talking to each other and we want to remain
We're
respectful.
dumb in America. We as black people are dumb, stupid, illiterate, uneducated, miseducated, angry, violent, and childhood traumatized, and blame everything.
Yo, but that's all. It's all people. Yo, it's ignorance in every community, yo. Like, this nigga's a fucking bozo. I couldn't even sit there and have this conversation. This shit would have pissed me off. He wouldn't have to leave if this was Keeping G News. I'd have told his ass to leave because he sound fucking stupid. You feel me? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, ball out. I'd have made his ass dip after this. That don't even make sense.
Everybody but their mamas and daddies.
Can a white boy be a thug?
I don't know. I'm not a white boy.
Look.
So you only can speak on black people.
That's it. I don't speak on nothing else. Nothing else.
Charlie Kirk ain't.
But I tell y'all, yo, it is so much money. These white people, because white people's paying Charleston White. These white people will pay you a lot of money to disrespect your own people, especially black people. You understand? I've been telling y'all this for the longest time. And Charleston White tells you this. He just doesn't say it how I say it. But yo, he's getting paid to disrespect his own people. He's getting paid to push stereotypes on his own people, man. And he's not being paid by black people to do it. It's not black people that's paying him.
Black?
Charlie Kirk spoke on black people.
That ain't what I said.
No. I ain't never spoke on Charlie Kirk till he died. I was asked about him.
That ain't what I said either.
What you said, Charlie
you said
Kirk?
You spoke on. You only speak on black people.
I speak on black issue. Charlie Kirk was
black issues.
Charlie Kirk was a black issue.
Charlie Kirk was a black issue.
He was a white man that spewed out bullshit propaganda about black people.
Yo, but you do the same. Yo, I did a video and said Charlie Kirk and Charleston White is the same people. They're the same. Charlie Kirk just more political. But when it come down to their message to black America, man, them niggas they could have, man, if you was to change their voice and they'd be talking behind the door and they'd be giving their viewpoints on black America, You couldn't tell who's Charles White or who's motherfucking Charlie Kirk. You heard me? They sound the same. Nonsense, rhetoric, stereotypes.
I never knew about him until he died. And when I found out about him, guess what? I said something about it.
Do you think the kids at the tour, the people that's 25 and under, they go see NBA YoungBoy, do you think that they are hurt people, hurt
Yeah,
children?
most of them been molested. Most of them violent.
Damn.
Most of them angry. Most of them come from traumatized.
Most of them been molested. Jesus Christ. Yo, this nigga just be saying anything. Most of them have been molested, yo. Most? What we talking about? 70%, 60%? You gotta put a percentage on that, yo. You can't just say things like that and don't go into detail.
Mothers' experience. That's why they gravitate and relate to the music. Always been the case.
Why not view them as wounded then?
Yeah, they reading from the same
Traumatized,
script.
wounded, hurt, fucked up, however you want to say.
So why
it.
come
We're
in?
fucked
Why
up.
come in with the white principle type of verbiage?
I don't know white.
Yeah, that's where they come from.
From
That's,
white people?
Yeah.
I thought it came from psychologists.
Well, white people
White
use
people-
it when
white
a black
people-
person.
White people. say
White people
nigger.
weaponize
White
to
people.
to
White
kids, to
people
black
never.
children.
White people have always used nigger.
White people
have
weaponize
always used
retarded
nigger.
on black children.
No, they didn't. Because white kids was mentally retarded because black parents
you
black people never took their kids to psychologists to be classified as mentally retarded.
No,
This nigga
no,
talking
we ain't
to an
talking about
educational
classified.
scholar. Listen,
We
I don't
talking
know
about
what word-
weaponized.
I don't know what you.
So-
I ain't never heard white people use words.
That's
as
right. You
weaponized.
didn't go to school.
That's what I'm talking about.
So
I had a
sometimes
private
you
tutor.
need the
I had a
student
private
learn
tutor.
with his
I
mouth
had a private
closed.
tutor. I had a
The
private
student
tutor.
learn with his
One-on-one.
mouth closed.
What's your highest education?
Don't worry
Mine
about it.
pre-law.
This is what
Convict.
you
I had a
wrong.
private one-on-one
Hey,
tutor.
brother,
I just
brother.
recently left
Hey,
college.
brother.
I teach at college.
Let me say
nigga.
something.
I teach
You
at
being
college.
ignorant,
Now
Charles.
you being here, anytime I listen to
I'm
you.
not a convict.
Man, that nigga telling you ain't got no education
Charleston,
for me to
I'm
listen
not
to
a
nigga.
convict.
You ain't
And
got
I
no
have a Charles.
You ain't got no education for me to listen
Charleston.
to my nigga. I teach at
That's
college.
what I'm saying. This is a
I teach at
costume.
college. I teach at
Hey,
college.
I'm
my nigga.
elite,
I teach
Charleston.
now, homie. You uneducated, my nigga.
You wrong.
White weaponized word. I've never even heard white
people
word.
weaponize
Other than
retarded
nigga.
black
Other than nigga.
It's not calling me
Nigga.
uneducated
Nigga.
because that's
I've never
Yo, it's a
heard
lot
that.
of words they weaponize. Thug, ghetto. Like, what the fuck is he talking about, man? It's a lot of words that's been that been weaponized against black people. Welfare. No. Fatherless homes. Yo, we can go on and on for fucking days. This nigga's a fucking bozo, man. Yo, the loudest person in the room is not always the right one. I don't even trust people that speak loud, to be honest. Like I told y'all, I don't hang with loud niggas. I don't trust them. I think the loudest person in the room is more than likely the softest. I try to stay away from people that do this type of shit.
Weaponized word. I've never heard that before. First time I've ever heard that from a
Well, they
man.
teach you. The student
This
learn
man,
with his mouth
man,
closed.
man. Did you ever go to jail on your children?
No.
Never.
Never.
Have you ever been to jail? You said they were grown when you went.
No, they wasn't
said
born.
that,
I was
nigga.
grown.
Oh,
They wasn't
man,
born.
you
I
switched
was
the story.
grown.
We'll switch the topic. He's switching the story.
Listen what I'm saying.
I don't
Let's
wanna listen no
clarify.
more. I don't want to listen no more.
Okay,
I
so
don't
don't
want to
listen.
listen no more.
All right,
At the
so-
time, goddamn me by that. I got to fix it up for you. I don't want to listen no more. Hell, man, that nigga lost me. I thought
having a
I thought we
conversation.
would have some doubt.
We
No,
is.
you skipping over my.
What I'm skipping over?
No, you.
I don't
want
want to skip over. Let me not do that. I don't want to skip
I gotta be to
over.
the airport 2 hours before motherfucking check-in time. What time we board? Come on, let's go. Yeah, I ain't got all day. I'm thinking we for that. That's why I like white. You see that new motherfucking interview
Hey,
with that
Charles.
white lady? That's the one.
Look.
That Russian white.
Look. Look at him, yo. He's a fuck boy, man. Nobody like them because they gonna let him go there and disrespect his own people. No rebuttal. No rebuttal. They're gonna let him go over there and say some of the most wildest, stereotypical things he can say about black people. They're gonna sit back and fucking listen.
White lady I just did that black lawyer paid
Why?
up.
Why
That's
though?
the
Explain it.
Because
Explain
it's
that.
intellectual.
Well, we're trying to have an intellectual
we're not.
conversation.
No, we're not at
I'm
all.
asking you why
No.
you calling the children.
They're
I
all
believe.
retarded. They
Hold
just
on,
changed the
Charleston.
word.
Charleston, I believe that white people in the school system weaponize the word when they talk to
I
black
went
children.
to school with white people. I never heard the word.
You never heard.
Not from white people. I heard it in the house with black people. If y'all don't sit y'all head down somewhere, I heard it from black people telling their kids
Where you think the medicine come from?
I don't, man, let's stick to what we do our words.
No, I'm saying when they giving the medicine to the children in school.
I don't know.
Where you think they come from? They gotta classify them before they drug them.
I don't know.
So that's all I'm saying, brother. I went to school with the...
I was a kid they gave medicine to, so I don't know what he's talking about. I took Prozac. Don't know what he's talking about.
They had to classify you before they gave you the Prozac, right?
No, but I wasn't classified as mentally...
Well, there's a wide list of things you can be classified. That happens to be one of them.
So
That's all I'm
you
saying.
asked me why I called him that, as if it's not a medical term. That's all I'm saying.
How can you medically diagnose a bunch of people, 20,000 people at once?
Because I'm on the internet playing a character.
All right, so that's all we want to do.
I've been telling my playing character.
Yeah, right,
so why he trying to make it serious? So it's easy for me to say y'all.
Am I being serious or not?
So it's easy for me to say y'all motherfucker, because guess what it's gonna do? It's gonna put my name in the algorithm with NBA YoungBoy. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna
and that's good game.
So why?
That's good game.
So you think I'm really serious about it?
But I'm clarifying it for the conversation.
I think most people are. I think I'm smarter than most black people. I think most black people are dumb.
I told you.
Most are poor. Most mothers did not prenatal care. Most of C-section out their mama pussy.
Most mothers did not prenatal care. Like, yo, this nigga is crazy. Yo, who raised this nigga? That's why I say, yo, that's why I say his mother did a horrible job. Yo, Charleston White mother is to blame for this, yo. We need to start going in on her ass more often. We might gotta start putting out, we might gotta do a whole month on his parent, on the people that raised him. Because, yo, how the fuck do you think like that about your own race? Like, you really think that? Like, there's no way you think that. And if you didn't think it, why you say it? You know, because people who watch this, and I told you, yo, nobody wants to know the truth. You know what I mean? Contrary to what people want you to believe, all people want is reassurance on what they already believe. Nobody wants to know the truth for real. If I already believe some of the things that Charleston White said, and he repeats it now, it validates my beliefs. Now, because sometimes when people feel guilty, you know, some people feel guilty about what they actually believe about certain situations or a certain group of people. But when you got a person that perceives that he's from that group, and he's saying what you already believe, now, even though I felt guilty about it, now I feel a little bit more comfortable, you know, because I ain't the only one. I can't be that wrong because I ain't the only one to believe it. That's the game, yo. That's the game Charleston White plays. The fuckboy game, the sellout game.
They wasn't breastfed. They wasn't burped. They didn't go to the dentist properly. So I believe that about most black people. I believe that. I'm a reflection of the line of question.
So I'm trying to have a real conversation.
I'm trying to see.
All right. So again, we're talking about that. So now, if you someone that works for the kid, you come in the game, you said
used to.
So you don't do that no more.
I've been on the internet 5-6 years. I've been doing comedy for 3 years. I've been on tour for 2 straight years.
Simultaneously.
How can I? And still be a father, still get my dick sucked, still go to the strip club, fuck them kids, and I'm in the club. The time I spend with kids, I spend with hoes, putting money on a whole pussy and trying to keep, the hoe around. So now I forfeited that.
So you abandoned that, basically.
Hell yeah, it don't make no money.
All right, so that's all. So I want to just clarify that when you don't see, because when you look at the kids that follow YoungBoy, I would say that the sample size I have, these are young children. These are 25 and under, right?
I seen grown man that motherfucker. I see some.
Now I think he do if you're a grown man.
Children relate. I got a 16-week curriculum that I used to teach in the alternative schools and the juvenile detention centers. And this is how I learned about rappers. Asking young, they say, man, who's your favorite rapper? Now he's in here for murder, robbery. I'm trying to mentor and connect with him. So I created a facilitator's manual for mentors and teachers to connect with children by learning who they rap are. 16-week called Street Life Cycle. You go listen to this kid's rapper and listen to the lyrics. Children have a young, impressionable mind. This kid don't know this is just a form of rap. He think this is a way for him to express himself.
A way of life.
And he done found the words to express how he feeling. Those same words that he's expressed, they show in their actions. If you study each one of them. If you study the actions of NBA YoungBoy, he got a mama problem, done disrespect his mama in front of the camera, done beat his baby mama, dragged her down the hallway, in and out of jail, medication, mental health medication. He just got off mental health medication. If you've been studying,
Yeah, you got
so it was court ordered for him to do them. So I'm thinking a little higher than everybody else.
Why you think that? Tell me why you think that.
Think what?
That you think it higher than everybody else. I share some of those opinions. Not us. I'm saying some people share the opinion that he just left, and when you say that, it makes sense.
Homie, don't
let me not personalize it. If I personalize it, I apologize.
You keep doing it every
if I personalize it, I apologize as a man.
So this is what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Most people just seeing the artist, and this is a big tour.
Right.
Every rapper is no longer a studio gangster. Their lyrics are real, and they live out their real lyrics. That's why they keep getting in trouble by the lyrics.
I argue that they're mascots.
If they're mascots, then how we know the crime they committed? How we know
they don't commit the crime? Like the mascot don't play for the team. He's on the team, but he don't get on the court. I believe that rappers are more so mascots than they are actual players these days.
YFN Lucci shot at Woody at a park with Woody Baby in his hand. YFN Lucci was a shooter. So I hear what you're saying,
right.
But I can call those detectives right now with those same.
I can't go against that.
So I heard you their mascot, but you got some players. King Von was a player.
Some of them are players. Like I won't dispute that. You're right.
It's hard for me to communicate with
my bad, brother. Let's have a conversation, brother. I don't want that energy. I want us to intellectually have a conversation like me and Umar do. I don't want us to get to this place.
You done tit for tat me, fam. Homie, it's something in this brain. It's a message that I gotta say, but I gotta start here and go through and take you where you can understand it.
Okay, go ahead.
Stop me here. Stop. I done lost it. So it's hard to connect with the spirit of intelligence or whatever it is when tit for tat. I lose it, homie. I lose it. It's exhausting with my people. Homie,
which means he's not receptive to information. He just wants you to listen to him, agree with him with no rebuttal. It just was a slick way. He just said it in a slick way. Yeah, man.
But because you for whatever reason you've taken a defensive side.
I'm not defensive. You just listen, brother. I say out of respect for me. You know where it went wrong.
Go back and watch it. Every time
you know where it went wrong.
You won't let me just fully explain. Nobody black does it except Anton Daniels. Say Cheese TV do it, and it hurts our interviews because we can't flow. You booked me not to out-talk me. No. But I'm saying it seemed like once you took the defensive thug, I say something, you block me. Homie, let me flow.
I don't know how I done that because I'm just having a conversation.
We'll just go back
and then I'm a man, so when you say certain things to me, you got to expect for some kind of result from it.
No. Don't be a man, homie. Be a journalist.
I am a journalist.
But don't be a man, so a journalist have to put his
You just said I was a journalist.
But hear me out. You won't even let me talk, homie. Damn. I hate this. Nigga, I hate this. I hate to come to black people and be nigga. I don't even want to get paid, my nigga, man.
No, let's not do that, Charles. You done came way down here. Why we doing that? Hey, Charles, hold on. Whoa. Listen, Charleston.
Ain't got nothing to do with no man shit. I just had a homie. I done made it up here with white people.
Look.
I'm with Steve. We'll do it. I ain't gotta keep tit for tat with my people when the game. Look.
That's the same. That's the Gillian Wallow, fucking effect. Black people propel you. Black people support you. You get up. Now I'm up here with white people. Man, get the fuck out of here, bitch ass nigga. Nigga's a bitch. That's why I don't watch this nigga. I'm mad my man even showed me this shit. You don't refer to nothing Charleston White does to me, right? I don't want to see that shit, man. Is this the paperwork that we was reading yesterday? All right, this was we was reading yesterday. For the government to show how the Aryan Brotherhood functioned, that Mills was a member of the Aryan Brotherhood, that an affront to a fellow member might serve as an adequate motivation for Mills to kill a person whom he barely knew, and that it was all right. So this paperwork is about They trying to get the case thrown out. They're trying to get the prosecution and the judge removed off the case based off of threats that was made that didn't get revealed until it was used against them in court. And the defense team is saying that there's no way that Durk can have a fair trial with this prosecution team or this judge, because y'all had a secret ex parte meeting and y'all didn't tell us about none of the things that was going on. Then y'all used that shit against us during certain proceedings. And we don't know if y'all biased or not. We don't know if deep down inside you're holding this against my client, even though my client ain't the one that did it. And that it was possible for a member of the Brotherhood incarcerated in a federal prison to communicate the murder contract to another member in a different prison, despite mail censorship and restrictions on an inter-inmate correspondence. Second, defense contention that the public comments on his social media do not bear on his stance, on his state of mind or motive, is believed to be his own admission. All right, and they also trying to use them interviews and use his rap lyrics, preferably DJ Academic's interview. They're trying to say that Slide for Vaughn, and that shit got so big that it played into Durk decision making. For example, Defenders Banks rapped in one song in 2021, "They be on my page like Slide for Vaughn. I know they trolling me." An obvious reference to the scores of fans who goaded him in OTF into retaliating on his social media. Then following SR murder, the defendant appeared on a well-known podcast where he technically admitted his involvement. After being asked about his rival with TB in response to the interviewer's questions, and I don't know why they not mention DJ Academics. That's make me think he the police. Because they typically don't have a problem mentioning the interviewer. They mentioned Adam 22 shit. Question about whether defendant was triggered by the Slide for Vaughn comments. Defendant coldly responded, "For some reason, I just don't see them comments no more. For some odd reason. Might be in the water." We hear, though, these direct omissions, which show defendant Banks' state of mind and embrace of his feud with TB, pertain to the chain of events explained in the context, motive, and setup of the crime, and therefore are integral to the government's narrative. Defendant contention that the motive evidence will create a mini trial is similarly meritless. The motive evidence is coextensive with the presentation of the government's case, including corroborating witness testimony. For example, somebody snitching. The government reserves the right to decide how it will introduce trial evidence. However, the government does note that blank, while the defendant asserts Atlanta shooting involves a complicated officer-involved shooting that resulted in 2 deaths and several others shot, the government does not intend to introduce facts that are irrelevant to the defendant motive in this case. In sum, defendant offers no legitimate basis and no law supporting the exclusion of the motive-related evidence. So they try and use as a motive the Slide for Vaughn and King Von death. Defendant also seeks to exclude evidence related to a May 2021 attempt by OTF members and associates to ambush and kill TB at a Georgia gas station. This evidence is inextricably intertwined with all charges in this case, but it's also direct evidence of stalking charge in this SSI, the superseding indictment, which charges that defendant, beginning on date unknown and continuing on August 19, 2022, stalked TB and his entourage. Like the motive evidence, the government anticipates presenting this evidence in a streamlined way through whatever, by fucking music videos. Such evidence is clearly relevant, material, and admissible in this case. Defendant Banks and OTF previously stalking and attempted murder of TB constitute a part of a transaction that serves as a basis for the stalking charge. And so another thing the defense is trying to do is, in order to charge him with stalking, they gotta have some type of history. So what the prosecution is trying to add to this is that they tried to kill him in Georgia too. Remember Coronado got shot at in Georgia? They saying OTF or somebody associated to OTF did that. But this is they don't have no evidence. It's just coming from the rat, and the rat already gave multiple statements. More of a testimony about defendant Banks' associates' prior unsuccessful attempts to kill TB at defendant Banks' request explain both the nature of a co-conspirator relationship and how and why the murder plot was set in the manner that it was. Defendant primary contends for exclusion that the only connection between this attempted murder and defendant Banks is blank. That's a rat name. As detailed above, at trial, the government will prove that 6 hitmen traveled to Los Angeles and used 2 cars to stalk and attempt to murder OTF rival TB. Missing their target, the hitman shot and killed SR. The government intends to introduce evidence to establish the structure of OTF to show the relationship among the co-conspirators and defendant Banks' leadership, not just over OTF's legitimate music enterprise, but critically his knowledge of and involvement in OTF violence. As the court referenced during defendant Banks' detention hearing, a critical factual issue in this case is whether defendant Banks ordered and participated in the murder, or alternatively, whether the hitman committed the murder on their own or to impress defendant Banks. The government seeks to introduce limited, narrowly tailored evidence under Rule 44B, showing defendant Banks' power and control over his co-conspirators and his co-conspirators' willingness to carry out his violent threats and demands, including the following. In a text thread showing defendant Banks told a rival, "I got them hunting you," which he forwarded to OTF members, including defendant Wilson. A text thread showing a feud between defendant Banks and a rival in which defendant Banks told OTF members he was going to pipe it up. But y'all remember, in the last document we read, he explained pipe it up, but they only want to introduce this one little vague, description of the conversation. The United States government don't want to release the whole text thread. So they're saying pipe it up means grab a gun. And 3, a voice memo from blank discussing OTF structure and defendant Banks' control over money and other OTF members. This evidence is highly relevant to material disputed issues and should be admitted. Indeed, a primary defense by defendant Banks in this case is likely to be that even if OTF members and associates murdered SR, defendant Banks did not know about and or order the murder. To prove defendant Banks' intent, knowledge, plan, modus operandi, and absence of mistake, the government must be permitted to introduce limited evidence showing that defendant Banks, not someone else within OTF, had control over the organization, including this money, and that other OTF members will fly across the country to murder another rap artist on their own. As such, the government intends to introduce a text message thread from April 2023 in which defendant Banks sent his OTF co-conspirators, including defendant Wilson, a screenshot of defendant Banks taunting a rival. "I got them hunting your ass up." Hunting what? "I got them hunting you ads." Better had 3 ski masks on. In response, OTF members warned defendant Banks to protect himself in the light of the threat, stating, "If you talk to them blood on the DM text, them in vanish mode." Defendant made clear in his text thread that "I got," not another OTF member, his control over OTF associates that were hunting the rival. But you remember, your dude denied this. I think his name Rio or something. Landmark Rio. I don't know. I don't know these niggas. And in a similar thread from the same month, defendant Banks and his OTF associates discussed defendant Banks' heated exchange with another rival gang member, with defendant Banks telling his associate, "I'm finna pipe it up," i.e. a common street reference to the use of a firearm. Did you see how they just make that shit up? Yo, "I'm finna pipe it up" can mean any motherfucking thing. In response to defendant Banks' call for violence against the rival gang, Blank agreed to follow Banks' lead, exclaiming "blood is green," emoji of a car and traffic light, getting shit together now, no phones, referring to a green light to act on defendant Banks' order, and defendant Banks' associates did just that. The government anticipates that Blank, I guess they went to O-Block. These 2 discrete text threads are direct evidence showing OTF structure and otherwise I obeyed to prove identity, intent, modus operandi for defendant Banks and his co-conspirators. Specifically, the thread demonstrates Banks' modus operandi of threatening his rivals, funding acts of violence against them, and defendant Banks' control over his OTF associates and his OTF co-conspirators, willingness to act on his behalf. So a bunch of case law. Talking about rap lyrics. For example, as discussed above, the government will introduce evidence that OTF members, including defendant banks, were pressured by fans to seek revenge for Bennett killing, to slide for Vaughn. Based on defendant bank's motion, he plans to contest this issue and even may dispute the meaning of what the government believes is a straightforward call for revenge. It's unclear. It's unclear what slide for Vaughn means. The government must be permitted to present defendant bank's own statement which dispels any ambiguity as to the meaning of sliding for Vaughn. Smirk. Slide. Don't respond to that shit with Vaughn. I'm like, fuck it. You tripping. Go get your gun. They're dropping locations. Oh, so they're going to introduce that in the evidence too? I'm getting it done. Fuck tweeting, we sliding. The feds are coming. Additionally, another recorded song seized from Blank's cell phone pursuant to a search warrant. Defendant banks described the scene with striking similar to the stalking and murder of SR in Los Angeles, namely referencing a bounty hunter and being in Beverly Hills with machine gun choppers looking for rivals. Come on now. And other defendant banks lyrics are similarly material disputed issues in this case. A primary, yo, they don't have no case, y'all. No, they gotta use rap lyrics. I ain't got no case. A primary disputed issue, for example, will be whether defendant banks offer a monetary reward for the hitman to fly across country to kill TB. That defendant banks has explicitly referenced offering payment to catch a rival is proof not only of defendant bank's plan, modus operandi, identity, and absence of mistake with respect to the charge at issue, but also his co-conspirators' eagerness to act on the quid pro quo and accept their reward. They keep calling all this shit limited. Government intends to present limited, discrete evidence of murder for hire charge in the Northern District of Illinois, showing the hitman expectation to be paid by defendant banks. These acts are directly relevant and highly probative. See, they don't have a case, y'all. They don't have evidence in this California case. So what they're using is all the evidence they got in other cases or rumors in other cases to try to make their case for this one. The government has carefully selected narrow pieces of evidence showing that two alleged shooters in Chicago discussed payment from OTF and defendant banks just 2 weeks after the murder of a well-known Chicago gang member, SM. The government intends to admit a handful of short text messages showing that one shooter texted the other, "What's up with OTF? What you mean? What do you mean? They not paying? Did Durk give you that money?" And DNA fingerprint evidence linking the shooter to a crime scene. The government also intends to introduce a social media post that one of the alleged shooters made. My fucking computer ready to die. I think we pretty much got what we got out of this. These motherfuckers, they said they just trying to bring anything they can. I think some of the emotions. And see, this is another thing y'all got to understand too, y'all. Even if these motions to dismiss get denied, most of the motions for dismiss is for appeal purposes. Like, that is a very good point that they brought up about the judge being threatened and the prosecution being threatened. Those are very good points. So even if it don't get tossed out in the trial, appeals court will have to look at that and decide, will this judge and prosecution still be able to be impartial with these threats looming? And did they handle it correctly by not notifying the defense? Like a lot of this paperwork that's coming out, it's going to be for appeals purposes more than anything. But and make sure I hit that like button. I ain't eating nothing all them hungry as shit. Make sure y'all share the live. It's another day. Keep it G News. And I'm out.